Hey everybody, Brian here from the I Like It Spooky Horror Podcast. And there are those things that go bump in the night, those creaks in the attic, those noises from the cellar, those shadows around the corner. And sometimes, something gets delivered that will scare you to death. And that's what we're doing here this month. We're delivering free movies from the Crackle App.
I like it spooky.
So if you've never listened to Appendages, this month I'm going to be covering the movies on the free streaming Crackle app. You can download that anywhere you get your apps. Give you a synopsis. I'm going to give you the year it came out. I'm going to give you my top 3 honorable mentions, or just 3 honorable mentions, and my top 3 movies I think you should check out this month. So let's get to the movies. My third honorable mention this month from 2016 is called The Sixth Friend. 6 college best friends throw their own private graduation party that goes terribly wrong when an uninvited guest arrives. 5 years later, the girls gather once again to endure a night of far more horror and bloodshed. The girls gather once again. Yeah, they got together. Something happened. They didn't want somebody there. And then 5 years later, maybe that person comes back for revenge. You got Jamie Bernadette from Chicago Fire, Dominic Swan from Face Off. My second honorable mention this month, Army of Frankensteins from 2013.
It's alive! In the name of God, now I know what it feels like to be God.
It's got a pretty cool poster, some cool artwork. A young man travels back in time, finding himself entrenched in the Civil War with an army of Frankensteins. Not sure how that's going to work, but it sounds interesting. My last honorable mention this month is called The Fergusons from 2011. A family of flesh eaters. Their neighbors push their patience too far and pay the price for it. As for this family, they don't let others get them down. They just pick their teeth with them. I mean, again, sounds interesting. And I love a good cannibal movie. Now let's get to my top 3 this month. At number 3, from 2020, The Yearly Harvest. A reporter named Jen Madison travels to the rural town of Salah, where many Christmas traditions originated. But when she meets a detective investigating missing children, Jen realizes Salah is hiding secrets far more terrifying than she could have imagined. This would be right up maybe Tiffany's alley. She loves the Hallmark movies. Maybe this isn't it. Maybe this is right up our friend Tad Goods from the PFPN's alley. He loves a good Christmas horror movie. At number 2, Incredible Violence from 2018. A hack filmmaker wastes the money invested in his film and has to take matters into his own hands to complete the project by locking a cast of actors in a house and becoming the killer in his own slasher movie. You know who else has to take matters in their own hands sometimes? Our podcast network, the PFPN. So we should hear from them.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
Now that we've heard from our podcast network, let's get to our number 1 movie on the Crackle app for May 2024. It's called 10 Minutes to Midnight from 2020. A veteran late-night radio host on the eve of forced retirement is trapped inside the station after being bitten by a rabid bat while her mysterious replacement follows her every move. Now, this has an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I've talked about this before on Appendages. It's not always important, but I think you should check out 10 Minutes to Midnight. I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Show some fucking respect for the dead, will ya?